Well, as far as game hunts go, this has been pretty much a disaster. Hi everyone, we're back out on the road for another game hunt. Thanks for pressing play as always. So first stop today is Lancaster. So I've come to Lancaster, which is on the way to Morecambe. The main idea was to go to Morecambe, but I thought, well, I'll stop off in Lancaster as well. I know they've got CEX here, I know they've got loads of charity shops, and they've got cash converters as well, I think. So we'll have a look in there and see what we can find. It's a bit of a nightmare to get into Lancaster and find somewhere to park. It's all one-way roads and everything. It's a bit of a quite small, I think it's a city actually, Lancaster it's classed as, but it's quite small and compact, and there's just cars everywhere, so it's it's been a bit of a journey to get here, but we're here. So yeah, let's go and have a look, see what we can find out there. So I made it to sunny Morecambe, and it's another grim day. And I've been to Morecambe before, I've done a video from Morecambe before, and the wind was terrible that day, so I'm hoping it's not too bad on this video. But yeah, I do pick the best days to come here. I do swear that some days it's really nice, it's really sunny, but as you can see, it's pretty grim and grey today. You can't see much in the distance over there, and unfortunately as well, Lee's Games is shut today because Andy has gone on holiday. How inconvenient. Hope you have a good one, Andy. So I won't be going in Lee's Games, but that does mean that I can explore a few of the other shops around here, see what's here, because I usually, when I come, I spend most of my time in there. So yeah, let's go and have a look. So that was ultimately a bit of a disastrous day in terms of a game hunt. Yeah, it didn't go quite according to plan. The weather wasn't great. Lancaster was all right. I picked up a couple of games, had a look around, tried to find that cash converters, but couldn't find it anywhere. I was using sort of like Google Maps to try and find it, and for whatever reason, Google Maps was having an absolute sort of hissy fit over trying to find it, so I gave up in the end. So yeah, then went to Morecambe. I knew that Lee's Games was shut because Andy's gone on holiday, but I knew that there were a couple of other game shops on sort of Morecambe front. So I went to the first one, Mega Games, and that seemed to be shut as well. The door was locked. And then went round to the Festival Market, I think it's called, because I know there's a game stall in there as well. And that was shut. It doesn't open on Fridays. So yeah, maybe bad planning on my part, perhaps, possibly. But yeah, so I did pick up a couple of games. Picked up three. One of them isn't actually for me. I'll show you the first one. This one is Tony Hawk's Underground on the PlayStation 2. I got that for £4. And I've actually picked that up for my good Instagram buddy, Collector Mitch. He asked if I could keep an eye out for that one, and if I ever spotted it, to let him know, and I did, and he said grab it, so I have grabbed it. So that's going to be winging its way to Collector Mitch. I may give it a quick go first though, so that's for you, mate. And then yeah, just a couple of other games that I did pick up today. One of them I have been looking for. Not too many copies of this one around actually, but the first one I'll show you is yeah, I just picked this one up because I sort of spotted it. It kind of stood out. I have been collecting Xbox 360 Connect games recently. I haven't got this one, so saw it in there and thought I'll grab that today. And that is Avengers Battle for Earth, £3, CEX. I don't think it's had great reviews or anything, but yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. Quite liking the Connect actually. It's not a bad little gadget, so pick that one up. And then the second one, like I say, this one's for me as well, was Shadow Man 2, The Second Coming. Only £2. It's gone up actually, because I think not that long ago this was about £1.50. But yeah, I've played the first Shadow Man on the N64, but never played this game. I would assume it's probably not quite as good, but yeah, wanted to grab it. Like I say, don't see it around all that often. Certainly not seen it recently anyway. So yeah, quite happy to pick that up. That's the highlight of today's gaming grabs really. But it is only Friday, so Saturday and Sunday to come. Fingers crossed we might be able to pick up one or two things tomorrow and on Sunday. So I'm going to call it a day and I'll see you on Saturday. Good morning everyone, it's the day after Friday, it's Saturday morning and we're back out on the hunt this morning, heading into Bolton. Yesterday was a little bit disappointing, like you just seen. Just the 3 games picked up, only 2 of them for me. But yeah, we'll see how it goes today. So we're going to nip into Bolton. We've got a few things to do, but I'm going to nip into CEX and Cash Converters there, see what they've got. Try and film some of it for you. And then, yeah, football this afternoon. And then we'll move on to Sunday. But first things first, let's go into Bolton. First stop, Cash Converters. I've not had anything new in here for ages, but like I always say, you just never know. Yeah, nothing in there again. Yeah, nothing in there again. Slim pickings. Just gonna have a look in game, I guess. And then old favourite, CEX. Ooh, ladies? Never seen that before. Time for some lunch.
You were. So keep on getting.
So just back from Bolton, yeah, did pick up a couple of games, which is good. A bit of an improvement on yesterday, so quite happy. Much improved over yesterday. Yeah, I'll show you those later on because I need to go and get ready for football this afternoon. Me and Pixel Junior just been doing a Mario jigsaw just there. So anyway, yeah, gonna go and get ready for football, and I'll show you the games later on. See you in a bit. Saturday afternoon, football time. We're at Wanderers, playing Charlton today. Quite optimistic really, because Charlton are on a bit of a bad run of form and we're doing alright, so fingers crossed we get another 3 points today. Hopefully it's a good game as well.
And at 28, Harry Collins. Substitutes for the Wanderers this afternoon, number 7, Carlos Mendes.
Hey, don't worry about me, I'm fine.
Let's bring in the team starting 5 minutes as a goal. Number 21, Harry 2 Jones, 3 Terrell Thomas, 4 George Johnson, 14 Freddie Lagabo, 18.
Hey. Well, not the result we wanted, but 3-3. Cracking game, to be fair. We should have won that though. We should have won it. But yeah, on to the next. Anyway, I'll show you what games I've got today. Let's get back to the game room. And we're back in the game room after a very wet and soggy football match. Cracking game, just disappointing result, 3-3. But yeah, great game to watch. For a neutral, it'd be really exciting. But for a Bolton fan, yeah, a bit disappointing really. But yeah, so that was after a quick game hunt this morning. Nipped into Bolton Town Centre. Had a few errands to run, but I had a quick look in some of the game shops there, and I picked up a few games. I'll show you them now, but what I will do is sort of show you all the games that I picked up across the last these 3 days that are going to be in this vlog. But I'll show you them quickly now. Rogue Stormers for the Xbox One. Tekken Tag Tournament on the PS2. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 on the PS3. And Street Fighter 5 on the PS4. So yeah, like I say, I'll go through those games in a little bit more detail at the end of the video after Sunday's trips out, which I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet, because at the moment the weather is absolutely atrocious, like I said before, and I don't know whether the car boot sale is going to be on or not. But we have got plans for the afternoon as well, so we'll see what happens on Sunday. I did actually have this arrive as well today. It's from Music Magpie. I've not opened it yet. I'll probably open it at the end of the video and show you what that one is too. But that is day 2 of the vlog. That's Saturday done, and I'm going to call it a night. So I will see you in the next clips. So hi everyone, we are back. It is Sunday morning. It is once again grey, wet and miserable. If I ever do one of these vlogs again, remind me just never to do them in February, because alright, predictably the weather has been pretty miserable all over these last 3 days, and this morning is no exception. So yeah, I'm on my way to the car boot sale, the usual car boot sale that I go to up near the Bolton Wanderers ground. I checked Facebook this morning. They said the car boot is still on. This is one of those car boot sales where it has to be pretty extreme weather for them to call it off. But yeah, they said it's on today. It's not chucking it down, it's not raining too hard, but there is rain in the air. So my expectations for this one are pretty low. I'm not convinced there's going to be a huge amount of sellers there. But then at the same time, that means there might not be as many people buying there. So does that mean the odds are in your favour? I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, on my way there now. We'll see what's there, see if we can find anything. And then this afternoon we're going off to, I think we're going to Ashton, a place called Ashton, which is on the other side of Manchester. We're going to drop Pixel Jr. off at his grand's. He's going to stay there for a few hours, and we're going to go to Ashton. I think there's an IKEA there as well, so that was the main reason for us going. But there is a CEX there and a few other game related shops, so we will see what we can find today. Let's go. So as suspected, yeah, there's not many sellers here. Only half the car park is full by the looks of it. If I was guessing, maybe 100 sellers, something like that. But yeah, I can't wait for the summer when you can get up in the morning, come to the car boot really early, and the sun's shining. At the moment they're just kind of a bit half-hearted, I think. But like I always say, you just never know, do you? So unless you pull the trigger and give it a go, who knows? So let's go and see if we can find anything. Expectations are low though, but we'll see.
That's a set.
Should actually build some actual real PS1. I would go with my PS1. Considering I think the majority of my PS1 isn't real.
So that car boot was a lot more successful than I was expecting it to be. I picked up a few things and I felt especially smug walking back through the car boot sale with this pile that I have in my arms. If I pan back, now it's not quite what you think. These are actually empty boxes. Good guy that was on the stand back there. He's the guy that actually gifted me the Sega basketball a couple of weeks ago. So he's donated these empty boxes to my collection. So I now have a Dreamcast box, which might actually prompt me to get that Dreamcast again. But now I don't have to get it with the box. So yeah, but walking through the car boot with these boxes made me feel quite smug actually, because it looks like I spent a load of money when I haven't. So thanks to you. Right, let's get back home, get some breakfast. Last stop of this gaming hunt vlog for this week, and we're in a place called Ashton. We've never been here before, and it looks lovely. Let's go and see what we can find. So hi everyone, we're back in the game room, back from Ashton. Semi-successful look around there. Interesting place. I've never been to Ashton before, so wasn't quite sure what to expect. But you know, the CEX, cash converters, all the usual places. There is one retro game shop in Ashton called Retro Rewind, which was unfortunately shut on Sundays, so I couldn't go in there. But I did know about that, so I wasn't too disappointed. I knew that it was shut, but I know where it is now, so that will be another visit for a later date and probably another video. So I thought what I would do now is sort of to round this little 3-day vlog off, just recap the stuff that I picked up over the last couple of days and then show you what I also picked up today. And you'll also notice that the sun has now come out. So after 3 days of nothing but rain, the sun has now come out. But it's nice to do a video in the sunshine for a change, because I usually do them at night. But apologies if the lighting is a little bit odd. But yeah, just nice to do it in the sunshine for a change. So let's recap the stuff that I picked up the other day. So these were from Lancaster, Tony Hawk's Underground on the PS2, £4 from CEX. That's going off to my good mate on Instagram, Collector Mitch. I will be sending that in the post to you probably tomorrow. Next up was Xbox 360 Avengers Battle for Earth, £3, again from CEX. Yeah, quite interesting to give that one a go. Like I say, I've been playing the Kinect a little bit recently, trying to collect up some of these Kinect games. So yeah, nice to grab that. And then I also picked up the PS2 version of Shadow Man 2, The Second Coming. £2, CEX, nice and complete, nice condition actually. So yeah, be playing that one. And then moving on, so these were the games that I got from Bolton on Saturday, sorry. Interesting selection. So this one's from Game, and just to mention as well, I'd noticed in my local game in Bolton, and this is a game that's located in a Sports Direct store. Now we all know that Game are stopping doing pre-owned games and taking pre-owned trade-ins, if you like, as well. But this is the first time I've noticed in that game that all the pre-owned stock had gone. Nothing left. 3 for 2s, everything like that, all gone. Now what I'm assuming is that they're doing, possibly, is all the stores that maybe are in these like Sports Direct or in the House of Fraser stores, I'm wondering if they are now shifting all their pre-owned stock out and moving them into possibly some of the high street stores or something like that, or the stores with the heavier footfall perhaps. But certainly in that one, there was no pre-owned stock left at all. So interesting to just know if your local game store, does that still have pre-owned stuff? Let me know in the comments. Just interesting that it's already starting to shift. But anyway, so yeah, I picked up Rogue Stormers from that game on the Xbox One. £2.98 it was priced up at, but he charged me £2.97. Don't know why. But yeah, interesting looking game. Love the front cover on it. It's a bit of a rogue like side-scrolling shooter. I think it's a little bit more like Metal Slug than it is, say, Contra. And I do like those games, so interested to give that one a go. I also got Tekken Tag Tournament on the PlayStation 2 as well. £5 CEX, nice and complete, good condition. Actually, it's been hard to find a copy of this actually that wasn't the platinum version. I don't know why, I've just not been able to find it before. So when I saw it with the proper sleeve, not platinum edition, I thought, let's grab that. Next up is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. £2, PlayStation 3, CEX again. Yeah, nice little beat 'em up, that one. I have played this one before. So yeah, nice little grab on that one. They were from CEX in Bolton. As was this one. This is one of my favourite pickups from the 3 days. It's Street Fighter 5 on the PlayStation 4. I paid £12 for it. which is, I know it's probably a little bit more than what I like to pay on games, well, pre-owned games or second-hand games, if you like, retro games or whatever. But yeah, nice steelbook, and you know I love a steelbook. I say that every video. Yeah, just love the look of this steelbook, and at £12, I haven't seen it around that often, in great condition as well. And I've been after Street Fighter 5 for a while, because I do like the Street Fighter series, but I've never played 5. So yeah, that's a nice pickup, that. Quite happy with that one. Okay, so before I go into the stuff I got from the car boot sale this morning, I think I'll show you the couple of games that I picked up in Ashton. Again, CEX. Not bad little CEX actually. They had some decent stuff in their sort of glass cabinet of dreams. One PlayStation 2 net game, which I've never seen before. It was in the footage, but going for a really high price. I can't remember what the name of the game was, but it had a really cool cover on the front, wedged in between all these Silent Hills and Project Zero. But yeah, interesting looking game. Never seen that one around before. But the ones I did pick up, and there was one failure in that I have been after Pilot Wings Resort on the 3DS. It's on my hit list. Currently it's a £5. Didn't know that they had this in stock, but the copy they did have was a cover reprint, so I've left that one behind. So I'm still on the hunt for Pilot Wings Resort. But I did pick up a Dream Trigger 3D on the 3DS, £1.50. Don't know a huge amount about this one, but because it was one of the cheaper end 3DS games, I'd sort of noted it down as one to potentially pick up if I ever saw it. So at £1.50, yeah, I grabbed that one. Looks all right though. Assuming it's probably not had great reviews. It looks a bit niche. It's kind of a puzzly shooter type game, so we'll see what it's like anyway. £1.50. And then the next one, I have played this a little bit before, and it got a very sort of limited release physically, I think. So it is more of a digital game. But I honestly can't remember where I played this before. If I played it on Game Pass or something like that, possibly, or PS Plus. I only sort of played the first 30 minutes of it or so. But it actually intrigued me and thought it was quite good. And it is State of Mind on the PlayStation 4. That was £5 from CEX. Yeah, like I say, I played a little bit of this game and it kind of drew me in. I love the art style. It's all that kind of sharp, angular kind of animation to it. It reminded me a little bit of, say, like Detroit Become Human, just on a lower budget perhaps. But yeah, it looks interesting. It's kind of a story-driven narrative type game, point and click almost. But yeah, I've never really seen it physically anywhere. So when I saw that, it immediately jumped out and thought, oh, yeah, this time I will pick that up and hopefully I will give that a good go. State of Mind. Okay, so moving on to what I picked up from the car boot sale this morning. And I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised actually. I was sort of going, I did go a little bit late. I woke up late this morning. The weather was a little bit still drizzly, so I got there and there weren't too many sellers there. Like I said in the video, I think about maybe 100 sellers, something like that. But there didn't seem to be too many people there buying. So yeah, I had low expectations, as I always do when I go to car boot sales, really. But I actually picked up quite a nice little pile of stuff. A little bit of everything in a way. So I'll show you what I got. So first of all, just saw these and had to grab them. A little, it's almost like a pop kind of Captain America wobblehead type thing. It was only 50p, so I picked him up. He's one of my favourite Marvel characters, Cap. So yeah, that's a nice little pickup. And then this guy jumped out at me as well. Again, 50p. I think it's Baird from Gears of War. Quite a nice little model, that. Quite sort of detailed. Go nicely on the shelves with the Xbox 360 stuff. But yeah, not sure what that's from, or if it's come from a series or anything. But yeah, he's quite cool, isn't he? Baird. Then games-wise, so I grabbed 3 PlayStation 1 games, just from the same seller. I got these 3 for £5, all of them. I mainly picked up, well, I say I picked them up for the cases, but to be honest, I haven't got either of any of these games. So more than likely they'll just end up being in the collection as they are. But yeah, V-Rally PlayStation. again, like I say, the cases are actually really decent, and instructions and the discs were excellent. So yeah, V-Rally. I also picked up NBA Live 2000 from the Classic series. Not a massive basketball fan again, but like I say, this was in really good condition again. Yeah, this not a mark on the disc. Instruction, that's a chunky instruction booklet. Must be every language possibly imaginable in that instruction booklet. But yeah, again, decent case. Just got a bit of sticker residue on there, but I'll get rid of that. And then the last one was FIFA 99, and that was kind of like the filler one, the one I thought, well, if I need a case, then I'll grab that one as well. FIFA 99, Dennis Bergkamp on the front of that one. It has crossed my mind to sort of like, it's a bit of a running gag, the FIFA games, isn't it? You know, we go into charity shops and you always see piles and piles of FIFA games, and then I thought, well, why don't we switch that around and maybe start collecting all the FIFA games? So it gives a reason to go into the charity shops and maybe see what FIFA games you can pick up. So when I saw that, I thought, if I ever do that, I've got FIFA 99 now on the PlayStation 1. And obviously the FIFA games going to be on the PlayStation are going to be slightly harder to come by. So maybe that will spur me into maybe doing that collection, if it's even worth it. But we'll see. But yeah, FIFA 99. So those were 3 PlayStation 1 games. I also managed to grab a copy of Xbox 360 Alpha Protocol. Very underrated game, this one. Excellent sort of stealthy spy RPG, actually. I mean, it's the shooting elements. It's like an action RPG. But not your typical kind of RPG setting, if you like. So yeah, it's an excellent game. I've not played it for a long time, but I remember it being really enjoyable. It didn't have massively brilliant reviews when it originally came out, and it's one of these that's sort of become a little bit of a cult classic, perhaps. But yeah, Alpha Protocol Xbox 360. That was £1. And then a PlayStation 2 game. Not sure why I picked this one up in a way. I do like football games, and I've never played this one, and it's slightly different to the normal sort of football games. It's Red Card, PS2. Again, this was only £1. Nice condition, actually. I was a bit worried because obviously it had been raining, and you could feel that some of the stuff I was looking through and looking at did feel a little bit damp, but thankfully the ones I picked up seemed to be in decent condition still. So this included Red Card. Yeah, just interesting to give that one a go, see what it's actually like. And then finally, from the car boot sale, excuse me. So you may remember a couple of weeks ago, there was a guy on the car boot sale who I bought a couple of games off, and he gifted me a Sega basketball, which is somewhere. I think Pixel Junior must have been playing with it. Yeah, it was a really cool sort of blue and white Sega basketball. So obviously he remembered me from them. He's actually subscribing to the channel as well now, so that's really appreciated. Thanks, mate, for that. So yeah, there was a couple of bits that I was going to buy as well. I'll show you the things that I picked up. So the first one was I bought No Straight Roads on the PlayStation 4. He actually had this the other week when I was there, and I totally forgot to pick it up. So yeah, No Straight Roads on the PlayStation 4. And you may also have seen my video on my retro journey for the Sega Mega Drive. And during that video I do a couple of sort of gameplay sections, and I mentioned in that bit that my Mega Drive controller, the D-pad on that, was really, really creaky and squeaky and made a right racket when you're playing through it. So I had it in my mind to maybe try and pick up a new Mega Drive pad, and thankfully he had one on his stall. So yeah, there's a new Mega Drive pad. It's a Mega Drive 2 controller. Still 3 buttons, but yeah, really nice condition actually, and it doesn't creak. Well, it does creak a little bit, but not half as much as mine does. But yeah, really nice condition. So I'm going to crack out the Mega Drive again later on and give that controller a run out. And yeah, those were the 2 games that I picked up from him. He charged me £10 for those 2. Now, because like I say, he'd started to subscribe to my channel, he's been watching some of my videos, he knows I'm a bit of a collector. So he, before I was buying those, he said to me, do you want to have these things? And you'll have seen them in the video. and I was chuffed actually that he thought of me and sort of entrusted me to take these off his hands, if you like, and look after them. And I think he knew that I'm not just going to take them away and put them on eBay or anything like that, which is absolutely fine. But some people like to know that stuff is going to like a home, if you like, and it's going to find somewhere within a collection. So that's, I think, what the way he was sort of thinking. So he gifted me these 3 boxes, and one was the Nintendo DS XL, and that is a really heavy box. There are so many manuals in this box. Got all that for the 3DS. But yeah, quite happy to take that one, because with all of these, if I decide to at some point pick up the 3DS XL, then I've got a box, and I can have a look for one that's unboxed. He also gifted me the PlayStation VR Mega Pack box. Again, no games or anything like that in this. These are just the boxes, and he gave them to me for free. It's nice condition as well. So again, if I decide at some point to maybe pick up the PSVR, then I've got a box for it as well. And then the last one was the Dreamcast box as well. So I've got a nice, complete, free Dreamcast box. And many of you who have been watching my channel for a bit will know that the Dreamcast is something I have had in the past and sold and regretted selling it. So it is still in the back of my head to maybe pick up a Dreamcast at some point, because there are some fantastic games for that console. I do regret selling it. But now I can always just look for the console on its own, unboxed, and have the box ready for it. So yeah, so thank you very much for that. I'm sorry I didn't grab your name, but I know you said you were going to message me on Instagram. So please do, then I'll know what your Instagram and YouTube name is, and I can give you a shout out and make sure you can you visit him on the Bolton car boot sale if you're ever up this way. So yeah, thanks very much for that. And that is pretty much it. I do have one more, and this is one that I've not opened yet. This was the parcel from Music Magpie, so I'll crack this one open quickly. It's nothing spectacular, but it is a game that I've been after for a while. I always say that a lot, don't I? I've been after these things for a while. This, yeah, like I say, was from Music Magpie. I paid, I think it was £5 it was, maybe £5.19. It currently sells for £5 in CEX. The usual case of there's no copies near me, so I can't find it anywhere. So you can see it on Music Magpie, and it is Battlestar Galactica on the PS2. I love Battlestar Galactica. I loved the remake show. That was amazing. 4 seasons of that. Very clever, really good. It's hard to believe that show is nearly, I want to say nearly 20 years old, which is unbelievable in my head. But this game is based more on the original 70s show, again, which I really love. It's got the old school Vipers on the front. And this is a sort of aerial combat, space combat kind of game. Manual's in really nice condition, actually, as it always usually is from Music Magpie. Yeah, disc is really nice as well. So yeah, I've been wanting to pick this up again and give it a go. Yeah, so Battlestar Galactica, so say we all. Excellent. So that is it. Yeah, that is my sort of 3-day vlog, my 3-day gaming grabs vlog done. Bit of an interesting one, really. I've not done like a video sort of spaced out over this amount of time. So I'm hoping that you've enjoyed it. The editing I know will be a little bit choppy here, there, and everywhere. Perhaps I appreciate that the actual gaming hunts themselves have not quite gone to plan. Partly because of the weather, partly because places were closed. Perhaps I've not timed, doing when to do this vlog the best. Maybe February isn't the best time, and maybe doing it in the summertime is a better idea. But yeah, I hope it's shown you a little bit of something different from my channel. There's not necessarily all being about gaming in there as well, and maybe it's shown you a little bit of insight into my sort of weekends, if you like. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it doesn't put you off future videos or watching my channel. As I always say, as ever, if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, if you can hit the subscription button, it would be massively appreciated. I seem to be coming along really well with the sort of progress that I'm making numbers wise, but I'm still enjoying it as well. Even, you know, the 3 days they've been quite sort of tiring, but I've enjoyed doing it too and sort of sharing it with you. So so I really do hope you've liked this video. If you can give it a thumbs up, and as always, if you can drop any comments, that would be brilliant. I will always try and reply. And yeah, thanks for joining me on the 3-day vlog. Okay, I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.